Switch.
Yeah, right.
That's so we can play. As BT's got a bad cough.
Yes. Excuse me.
BT's been data jacking him with bots that we don't know about.
Now I did get 2 compartments. So cybernetic compartments. So
BT's reorganizing its insides. That way BT can hide all those weapons of mass destruction.
yeah.
So there we were.
So there you were, trying to find a final way to offload those last 3 canisters of that spiked Bacta.
Well, we had 4, but we were looking to get rid of 3 of them, and I had a plan.
There was the 12% of a plan, yes.
So, David, to bring you up to speed, basically, you received a transmission. It was that we needed to pick up these canisters of Bacta, deliver them to this shipping station, to a ship going to the Republic. We weren't sure which ship, did not specify. And then you went off with your acolyte to your meditation chamber and proceeded to meditate.
Air quote, meditate.
Okay, then.
Needless to say, the group is very sus of this meditation that you guys are commencing.
Right?
Oh, they're
That's
getting
what we
one
call
with
it.
the Force.
That's right.
So that, took you out of the action.
Great.
I myself am kind of out of the action because we are in the port. Being as I had no useful coercion type skills, Sin went off to talk to 2 ships that we had identified as our most likely candidates. She was successful in negotiating or bartering a deal with one of them to take 4 of the Bacta canisters, which are poisoned, by the way.
Yep.
That's why we're delivering them to go to the Republic. So she got rid of 4 of them, and we have this other ship that is looking for 3 that we believe is the other likely target.
Okay.
So my plan, which is where we left off, was for you and I to go over to that other ship, because it would be silly for Sin to go back there after having already talked to them and being like, oh, by the way, I happen to have 3 cans of Bacta I could give you, because they would recognize her. And BT was with her, so they'd recognize BT as well. So I was thinking you and I could head over there and try to persuade them to take 3 cans of Bacta. Then we'd have 1 left that we could dump on the side of the road somewhere.
All right. That's good.
And what they forgot to clue you in on was you told them about this mysterious job after receiving force contact with a powerful Darth that you totally didn't tell the group about, because you weren't here to tell the group about
it. Right. All right. Well, like I said, kind of makes sense why I'm looking at a weird planet and a weird creature and something about 6 ships and all that and notes. So I'm like going, And then I remembered, I missed last week. I'm at first going, what did I miss? I don't recall this mission or this place.
It's odd because you gave them the mission in such fine detail. They were totally asking for direction, and you're like, I have trust in you and the Force. Let's go to the meditation chamber, baby.
Right? Bound chicken back out.
Right.
And so, Jim, I didn't tell him about the Force message because
he didn't
tell us about the Force message.
Yeah, that's the point. You were not privy to his secret machinations.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what we're calling it?
Where it comes from, don't worry about it.
So in my notes, I put automated delivery skiff coming up on us after we follow Kopesh's directions. He's in something of an altered state. And then in parentheses, I said, due to being out this week.
Yes, you gave them strange coordinates out in the middle of nowhere with an automated delivery skiff dropping off the Bacta shipment.
Nice.
Amazon has come a long way.
Star Wars Amazon.
All right.
So after much time, Kopesh finally comes out of the meditation chamber, bringing with him a dark side point.
Apparently.
He zips up his pants as he steps out.
And yes, you are on the planet Thyfera, which is where Bacta originates from, with the same aliens that are behind the Droideka bot design.
Damn, it is all dark side today so far.
I should roll mine.
How did things get so dark so quickly?
All right, at least got some light side there.
Barely.
Not a total cutout.
Oof.
God.
So at least there's a few points for you to play with.
All right, so apparently I got the only light sides. Okay.
Yep.
The Wookiee's happy-go-lucky.
To quote E.T., ouchie.
So you guys, you're back on the ship. Kopesh finally breaks the seal on the meditation chamber. His acolyte goes to the refresher to go get some long overdue hot shower time. Maybe lint roller. So,
Wow.
does anyone inform your Dark Lord Kopesh?
Yeah, that's why I was kind of giving him the overview as when you come out, Grix is there in the cockpit, more or less. And he gives you that update of, so we followed your orders. We picked up the Bacta. We've been here for a few hours now. Sin offloaded the first 4 canisters to this one ship that we identified over there. So, and they're getting out of the queue earlier because it seems like this port has ridiculously long queue waits for people looking for Bacta, like on the order of weeks. So we did him a favor, quote unquote. Sent him on his merry way. Now we're trying to go after this other ship that Sin and Cal identified as going to one of the Republic capital worlds.
Okay. So were we just giving the Bacta away, or were we like selling it?
Basic.
Oh, we're trading it. It's a very high commodity.
We
Exactly.
traded. Yeah, we traded for the last one.
I think giving away would be a dead giveaway.
Well, that's why I was wondering what the ploy was. What we're, making sure. So,
Totally
all right
saying, would you like some free candy, little boy? Paint free hugs on the side of the ship.
God.
But on the plus side, BT totally got a nice oil bath.
I did.
Wow. Isn't that special?
Uh-huh.
BT made a special spa day out of it.
You're just jealous.
Right. A little too messy. Thanks.
Just right.
Hey, we've never seen what's beneath that suit. For all we know, you're right under there.
Could be. No. I think the original crew, I have.
Yeah, I think I remember you said that occasionally you do take off your helmet on the ship.
Yeah.
Well,
a
guy's got to eat and all,
But the 2 newer members, no, have not. So, So yeah.
Oh, and you totally
All right,
used
well.
ominous cape flare, by the way.
What's that?
You used ominous cape flare on the crew, so just to let you know.
Ah.
For
Okay.
future cape usage.
All right. So what ship are we looking at?
To the west, because Sin took care of the one to the east. I'm just making that up, but
The blue
I don't
blood?
think we discussed.
Alrighty.
The one that's got that annoying husband-wife couple that you were told about?
Yes.
Yep, that's the pure Vita.
Okay.
Since the nice Toydarian is gladly leaving, planet side with his cargo hold full.
Yep.
So
We did our job.
So we're on the planet, and so you interacted with them.
Yep.
There. Okay.
Sin got the intel. The wife wears the pants.
Well, she's the captain.
They're quote unquote co-captains, but she definitely runs the ship.
Okay.
However, he seems just gullible enough that making a deal with him alone would probably be easier. Like I said, no good if Sin and BT go over that way. At least the two of us could head over that way. If we want to bring Cal, if Cal is interested in going, we certainly can.
Sure. All right. So, and we have, 3.
We have a
4.
total of 4. We know that they were looking for 3.
Okay.
So I have a note that we have 8 large camping igloo with Bacta stenciled on the side. Does that mean that we have 8 containers of Bacta, Jim, or do we have 6? Because I might have made a typo.
You started with 8.
And we got rid of 4.
Now we have 4.
No,
Yes,
we got rid of 3.
4.
We got
No,
rid of
now
3.
we have 4.
bargained the oil bath, the Twi'lecian totem, and the data card badge for 3 of our Bacta things.
Yep.
4
so
of our Bacta.
You have 5. You have 5. You had 8. You traded 3.
Left. There you go. We have 5 left.
Oh. So maybe the other ship was looking for 4. Because I know that when all was said and done, we were going to have 1 left.
Yep.
That would be great.
Because 4 come in a 6-pack kind of container. And they're each about the size of a keg.
All right. Well, we'll meander to wherever. I'm assuming it was some kind of canteen or something. Or are we?
No, it's all within the space dock. This planet is a little weird because they're insect-like. They have these giant, essentially star-shaped space docks, and so we are in the middle of one of these platforms with ships all around us.
Totally think an aircraft carrier type of field with just hexagon paint jobs for you to land in, and you guys are just all stacked up in weird orders that your mammalian brain doesn't quite understand.
Okay. But where does everybody gather, or where are we meeting people?
Everybody kind of just think of your typical tailgate barbecue type thing where everybody just hangs out by their ship and puts out their tables with their wares that they're trying to sell and get rid of and whatnot. Yeah. So
it's a giant space swap meet.
Pretty much.
Sort of. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's probably a great way to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
Hey, I mean, when you have to wait weeks, you got to do something.
All right. Well, let's meander that way, I guess.
We will meander. Since, Cal, are you coming with us?
Yeah, might as well.
And
put
I'm
on
sure
a nice
you
face.
Totally told him about the Republic patrol craft, right?
Oh yeah, we're these guys are sympathetic to the Republic, so No going all crazy Sithy when we go talk with these guys.
Okay. I mean, not any more than, I guess, being all in black armor and stuff, but,
I mean, this is the old Republic. There were Jedi in black armor, so it should be fine.
Yeah. That's fine. I got a sword instead of a lightsaber.
Oh, so you're leaving the lightsaber behind.
I didn't say that. I have options to utilize before I go for the lightsaber that's tucked away.
So you're attempting to conceal it, is what I'm hearing.
Sure.
So, boss, how do you want to play this? Do you want me to leave my my big boom boom behind?
I mean, what's the threat level, weaponry assessment like on this place?
You've seen people with weapons. I mean, nobody's walked around with like Wookiee bowcaster or long ass sniper rifle, but people's got like sidearms and stuff.
All right, in that case, yeah, I won't bring my big boom boom. I'll just have my holdout with me.
Okay. So what do I need? Skullduggery or what?
Well, you don't need to worry about rolling anything. You just have to
okay.
worry about detecting it if anyone comes into contact with you.
Okay. Well, we'll tuck it away. I just have a funny blade on me.
You should probably put your lightsaber somewhere safe too.
It is on me.
No, I know you said I'm going to tuck it away. I was going back to the whole night sister thing.
All right. We'll meander, I guess, towards their ship like we're looking around for wares.
Okay, so as you step off the ship, since it is the first time you've stepped off the ship on this planet.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Roll me a discipline check.
Discipline, you say?
Boom, waste no time.
Ooh.
Spend them points.
That's just cold.
It's now brought balance to the force. I mean, it was meant to.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yep. Oh, no despair. Okay, so you
It's not me rolling.
You sense like
Despair is
like a sensation kind of coast over you. What would you like for those 2 advantage?
Well, first I got to double check here. Are we fully healed up at this point? I'm assuming.
At
Yep.
this point, you are fully healed up, even though you're at like half life.
Yeah, I'm like way low on my strain.
I noticed your wounds and strain were a little low there.
Yeah. We took a beating last time I played. So I will use that for, I don't know, next blue to the next roll. I mean,
Okay.
it only takes 1, but I don't have anything. I don't want to give it to anybody specific, so.
Okay, so as you come off the ship, you feel this like rush of you were in the meditation chamber, so you're nice and sheltered from the force and all the things going on the planet. But then you get like this little hint of like static buzz on the force network. But then it goes away rather quickly.
Okay.
Perfectly fine, nothing to worry about. But it's got you just a little jazzed up, so you got a boost dice and something coming up. So you guys come walking over to the ship, the 3 of you. Are you carrying any gifts? I mean, what's the score here?
Just kind of perusing tables as we head that way.
Okay. So you guys come walking up to their cargo ship. They've got their loading ramp down. They've got this nice little pair of chairs and a little portable table popped up where they've got some drinks and some canteens and some flasks. It doesn't look like anything is for sale, by the way. It just looks like day at the park. As you notice there, they've got a handful of droids. There's no organics outside, but a handful of droids moving things around with somebody bossing them around from inside that you guys can hear now that it's getting kind of dark outside. The sun is starting to set in the hills. Makes Kopesh even creepier looking in all black.
And the hills have eyes.
So what do you guys do as you come?
Black never goes out of fashion. I'm just gonna say.
Right?
The ship's, running lights are all lit up, so it's nice, and each ship's got their area nice and lit up, so you can easily see without, any extra lights or anything. So what do you guys do as you come walking up?
Is there anybody out there?
You see droids inside the cargo hold, like organizing things, but nobody's sitting out in the chairs or anything. Obviously, they probably went back on their ship. Like you guys, you're not hanging out outside your ship normally. And you already know from what Sin and BT were saying is that they're waiting for cargo, and who knows how many days that could be. But something about BT and Sin just made them turn up the nose at a great offer. Maybe it was the bounty hunter look Sin's got.
Well, that and I think that they kind of recognized I wasn't like a regular droid.
Yeah, well,
She had her weapons out.
Aren't you kind of twitchy for a droid?
But methinks he might have some experience with blastromechs.
Right. So kind of wander towards the table, kind of looking like, curious if there was something maybe they're selling or notes or something, since they're just, looks like they're open for business, but nothing really out.
You see there's like a handkerchief and a pair of flasks, one that's lying unscrewed and open and empty on the table. And as you go and kind of like, nose around it, you immediately hear the squawk on the PA system as this harsh female voice just says, "Can we help you?"
Well, good evening. I was just kind of looking to see if you were open for trading or what. Just seemed like you were kind of set up and nobody was here.
We've got nothing to trade. We're waiting for our cargo to come.
Oh, which cargo is that?
As 1 minute, and you hear the comm click off. That little static click. And do you do anything while you're waiting?
Just, like observe
the
area.
What about the rest of you
guys? Yeah, I'm not going to be standing like right next to him. I'll go stand a little ways away from the ship and definitely keep my eye out towards the station and what's going on.
Okay, you see, a couple insectoids, go pushing some automated carts. They go zipping by with one of their loads, loading up a happy vehicle that's totally happy getting their supplies.
They're like, woohoo!
And then they realize they're missing one flat of supplies, and then they get sad. Why does each clan have to donate a certain percentage? This is stupid. Totally makes sense when you're an insect negotiating with queen hives. As a few minutes pass and you hear the clomp clomp of boots on bulkhead, as this gal comes out, she's rather got kind of an intense look going. Basically trying to see who the creepy one guy in black was that was poking around outside her ship. She totally gives you the side eye of oppressive judgment. And then she looks at the Wookiee, and then she just shakes her head and looks at the other guy that's standing around looking into the distance, and just kind of like comes over, goes up to the little table, picks up one flask, sticks it in a pocket, picks up the other flask, shakes it, takes a drink out of it, puts it in another pocket. Yes, she has cargo pants of many pockets. And she totally takes this offensive, hands folded across her chest as she comes walking up real close to you, just inside comfortable personal space range. And she's just like, and what can I help you with? Very confrontational.
Yeah. So are there other things that people would potentially be picking up from this location?
Pretty much mechanical droid parts and Bacta. That's the main two exports of this planet.
Oh, okay.
They do pretty good droid stuff. Henceforth, why droid? Because they're built by them.
Okay. So.
And bug food stuff. You don't want to eat the bug food stuff. You've been warned not to eat the bug food stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so, David, one other idea I had, which I shared last session, but I totally forgot about until just now, was that we are basically stuck on planet ourselves trying to offload some extra Bacta that we have, because we need to get rid of that to create enough space in our hold for the other cargo that we're picking up.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to go with. Is
we're
waiting for droid. That's why I asked what other might be picked up here, and was looking to go with that. So
evil minds think alike.
so I'm like, yeah, just out wandering. Been here a while waiting. This planet is just ridiculous. The speed it takes to get anything done here.
And she totally is giving the three of you the stink eye. So do me a favor.
Yeah.
It's one of the things she's really good at. Give me a
deception.
Yeah, give me a deception check.
That's where I'm going with this whole thing.
Okay. As she's looking at you, I mean, two of you guys are in combat gear. I mean, this is just a spacer's port. And look at you flipping a upgrade.
Yeah, now. Who's in combat gear?
Okay,
I think only one of us is in combat gear.
Well, you and Kopesh, right?
It's a sealed suit.
Yeah, mine's I'm wearing a cloaking coat with second skin armor underneath. My cloaking coat just looks like a normal piece of gear.
In a sense, a Wookiee's always in combat gear, but
he's combat gear from his mother's side.
Yep. What? You ready?
Yep.
All right. Wow. He got his wish.
So you totally play off, that yes, you are just spacers, and she kind of she chills, she visibly chills, and she's just like, go ahead and take a point of strain for that threat. and she just looks you guys in, and she's like, I'm sorry, it's been a long day. I've been having to deal with my husband's shenanigans, flirting with some Twi'lek from another ship over there.
Just shake my head.
Twi'leks.
Yeah, we've just been cooped up on the ship for so long, and it's just like the weight is unbearable here. I hate having to come through this port.
I know exactly what you mean. We've been waiting here forever to get the cargo. It's the last list of our clients' list of items to bring back, and we just need to wait on a few more canisters of Bacta, and then we can get off this hot and sweaty swamp of a planet.
Yeah. I wish ours was that easy. We're waiting for droid parts, but we also got a problem. We don't have enough room for the cargo parts that we need, and got to get rid of some stuff. So, and that's been a bear, even with everything going on.
And she looks at you and
Nice.
she gets the businesswoman face on and totally does that 3-finger stroke of the chin of what kind of space are you needing to make on that ship? And she looks in she looks in the general direction to see which ship you're referring to.
I just kind of nod back yonder, not specific.
You give that general wave of the thumb.
Back
So we
over
have,
my
you said,
shoulder.
you said
Thereabouts.
yeah, you said we have 5 tanks, right?
Yeah.
You have 5 tanks of back to left. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So I'm like, well, we got some back to tanks that we got to get unloaded somewhere so that we can make room. We have a huge droid part order, and it's just not a room for both items.
And for
So we're looking to do whatever we can to, unload those at a great deal. Just got to make room. High demand on these parts.
Faster we can get out of here, the quicker we can get to making money elsewhere.
She totally kind of gives that squint look at the two of you guys and your silent Wookiee companion, and she's like, "Droid parts? You come all the way out here, and droid parts is what you're picking up? Bacta's where the money is."
Yeah, well, these are some
Specialty
special
items.
droid parts that
Commissioned.
are needed for some friends that trying to keep things safe for everybody and free.
And she just gives you that nice, pleasant nod, and then all of a sudden she kind of looks over your shoulder and gets this big shit-eating grin on her face. And she just kind of, she steps back from you, completely, disengaging any negative, vibe she was pulling off earlier, and she just goes, "Car!" And she kind of waves right over your shoulder at someone that seems to be walking up behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
casually look around.
I don't see this person approaching. I've been looking in the opposite direction this whole time.
You do now. Unfortunately, there was a little despairness happening there that kind of let him get the drop on you in the night there.
I was looking the one way, and they came from the other way. All right.
Yep.
As you see, the figure obviously came from a slightly different area, than what you were looking. And up comes walking a blue-skinned gentleman. He's not Chiss. He's that other race that has the little triangle and square tattoos on their cheeks and face.
The yellow markings on their face.
Yep. And
Victorian.
And immediately you notice he's wearing blue robe-like clothes. And pretty much simultaneously, the three of you notice he does in fact have a lightsaber out and about on his nice little brown belt he's wearing.
Ay. But of course, what else would a despair produce?
And he waves right back and has this big bright smile. I mean, his white teeth are just sparkling in this dim light out here. And he starts to get into a bit of a jog so he can come up quicker and stand next to you and kind of gives you the once up and down look and just looks at her, and she leans over and gives him a quick hug, and he gives her a quick hug. And then he jokingly laughs, as you finish the hug, saying, "Your husband's not watching us, is he? I don't want to have to, arm wrestle him again for the rights to not have to fight him."
I do a slight bow, Master Jedi. Quite the pleasure.
Oh, you can just call me Car.
Car it is.
Meep. Sorry.
As he totally does, once he looks at her, he kind of peeks into her cargo hole open ramp there. And he's like, "So I take it by your open space still. We're going to have your company for another few more days." And she's just like, immediately sighs, and she's like, "Yeah, unless 4 Bacta tanks magically appear in my cargo hold, I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon." And he just, totally laughs with her of, "Well, I've asked the loading masters, all 12 of them, if they could speed things up to help the Republic." And you know that just didn't help whatsoever. And he kind of like just does that chagrin smile, and she smiles back. And he turns back to you guys and says, "Pardon my rudeness." And you are?
Not a problem. We were just talking, passing the time. Groth, pleasure to meet you.
He gladly puts a hand out to shake it.
Yeah.
Now, quick question. Remember earlier when I was asking where you're hiding that lightsaber? What's your skill there for hiding the lightsaber?
Let's see. My skill for hiding things, which is what? Skullduggeries, 1 yellow, 3 green, and a -1 black, if that applies at all somehow.
Not in this case, but good to know. So he smiles and gives you the once over glance. And I noticed nobody hit a story point there. Ooh. And you see like the corner of his eyes kind of squint, and he looks back at your Wookiee friend and your other friend who's kind of scanning the horizon there. And you are? Totally does that whole friendly neighbor thing where he sticks his hand out when he says that. I figured I had to describe it because I just did it.
To who does he do that? Because I've got like my back turned.
You and Cal. He's that's why
I'm still looking out at the spaceport. I've been ignoring this whole conversation.
That's totally why he raised his voice there, to get your attention, strange sir. Who's talking to some of his oldest spacer friends in the world.
Hello, my name is Nix. Nice to meet you.
I'm Calicata.
And he says, it's a great night to be out. The air is at least a few degrees cooler than the daytime. I'm kind of a night owl myself. So which ship is yours? And he gestures with a broad sweeping hand of the half dozen ships in that general direction.
It's back over there in the corner.
Losing its religion.
As he just kind of nods at your Viggy McVagensonness, and he basically looks at her and says, "So is that no good husband of yours inside?" And she says, "He's sleeping. The sun went down, so he's at least three cycles into his sleep of 12 cycles a day. Lazy bastard." And she starts to get a little agitated, and he pats her on the shoulder and says, "I'm gonna go talk to your husband. I'll be back." As he waves, cordially to you guys as he slowly goes walking off. You hear his Jedi boots clopping on the nice Duracrete floor of this place. And she just sighs and goes, "Anywho, what can I do for you guys?"
Well, so I'm sorry, but you mentioned you're here taking supplies to the Republic.
Amongst other places, yeah, we're heading coreward.
Well, I mean, it would be fortuitous to be able to have the opportunity to help the Republic. Like, we basically have 5 Bacta tanks and need to make room and remove those. At least 4 of them. 5 would be better, but if I could give 2 to assist the Republic, it would be a great opportunity.
And she kind of looks back at you. Give? I mean, I don't know about you, but we're charging top dollar for the Republic to get these. Every spoonful is worth at least a handful of credits.
Well, I mean, give being relative, a discount is that I would be willing to offer to help the Republic would be, in my mind, giving.
She kind of just nods along with you on that thought process. And so, am I hearing business? If that's the case, my new best friend, and she kind of smirks at you, let us have a seat at my office. And she points at these basically 2 folding chairs and a little folding table.
Oh, why, thank you. And I pull out one chair for her to sit in.
And she just looks at you and she takes a seat and she's like, so what kind of deal are you thinking about here?
Well, like I said, we need the space. I'm willing to, give a good price for them. I don't know what the Republic's paying these days for Bacta, but I'm sure we could work out something maybe, 60% of the cost of what it would normally run.
And she immediately, out of her back pocket slides out her data pad and starts, strumming some buttons on the data pad. And she's like, so how many containers did you say you had?
Well, I have 5. I need 4 out at least, but if I could get rid of all 5, the buyer for the droid parts, obviously Bacta doesn't do anything to help them, so it would behoove us to get rid of all 5.
And she hits her data pad and she's just like, so.
And if you're willing to buy all 5, I could probably even give you 5% more off, just so we can get as much of the droid parts as we can.
Now you do know we are on the planet of origin of Bacta, so the rates for Bacta here are really, really reasonable, which is why we're here.
Well, sure, but what's your time worth? I know we got a busy time, and this is killing us having to wait for the parts. Part of why we're backed up is because we couldn't unload the Bacta, and now we're got put back to the back of the line, and our buyer's getting kind of upset. I can't afford to be sitting on Bacta tanks again when they're ready to deliver and get backed up again. You can understand that, right?
Oh, I totally understand that. As she's listening to you talk, but you notice her fingers are moving nonstop. As she basically, you can totally see she bites down on her tongue while she's thinking. And as she's thinking, I'm typing it on my calculator here. See, there's 50 liters in a beer keg, so that's roughly the size there.
And I just kind of give her time to think and calculate. And I look around, I'm like, it really is much nicer once the sun starts going down here.
And she basically gives this slight momentary pause as she says, I'll make you a deal. If you're willing to sell me 5 tanks for the price of 4, I'll give you 1,600 credits in cold credits. None of this barter trade crap.
Well, that would be great. And what's that roughly look like? What's that, from what I know as far as anything about pricing in back to tanks?
Go ahead
Is it like
and
is it a ripoff or?
give me a negotiation check to see if you can tell if she's ripping you off or giving you a good deal.
Okay.
I only have 2 green, but can I assist him on that?
Are you willing to chime in then?
If I think it's a ridiculous deal, sure.
Okay,
Well,
then I've added a
I'll pull
blue
them over
to
and confer with them, kind of like, here's what she's offering, da da da.
Yeah.
So.
Ooh, look at Kopesh burning all those story points. Okay,
Well, I gotta make
it
it look legit. I don't want to just go,
gotta
oh,
look
sure.
good.
Make it too easy.
Poor guy's trying to look competent.
So let me know when you're ready.
And this gang needs all the help it can get with that.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Well, it's not terrible.
You're like, it's $2,000 for 4 beer kegs worth of stuff. That seems well. I mean, I'm not a medic, but I've slept in a bacta tank once. It seems fairly reasonable on the planet of origin for bacta.
Okay. So I'll make it look like I'm pondering, trying to work numbers in the head. And I'm like, well, that sounds like a reasonable deal. Like I said, if part of it is I need the space, and as to selling to just somebody else, it's helping the Republic. Then I think that's a reasonable deal.
And she kind of appreciates you appreciating that, kind of nod of she, and she's just like, okay, sounds like we have a deal, and she puts her hand out.
I'll shake it.
But just as you're about to shake it,
Bum, bum,
she
bum.
lifts her hands up and says, but I have a policy. Whenever I make a trade with somebody, I look them in the face, eye to eye.
No. The Jedi was the despair. You can't be changing the bargain.
Hope that I didn't alter it.
Deal. Pray I don't alter it further.
And she,
I didn't.
Do you say that?
I didn't have threats. I had just a failure.
So what do you say back to her?
What is she trying to do? What does look you directly in the eye mean? She's trying to do a soul gaze like she's fucking Harry Dresden? Like, what's happening?
Do a little not coercion, deception, and tell her that you can't take the mask off, otherwise you'll choke to death.
Well, that's my plan. And
okay, so what do you say?
I advise, alas, I would love to, but unfortunately, due to injuries and that, I'm not able to remove the helmet in these environments. But of course, my close partner here, who has all the authority as well, can make that deal and eye contact for you to seal the deal.
And as you kind of stammer over it, she just kind of like looks at you and just smiles and goes, almost got to see what you have under your hood. And she shakes your hand.
Okay.
Just some good-natured joking.
And I give out a hearty little laugh as I'm rolling my eyes.
Inside of your mask, where no one can see them.
Exactly.
We feel it.
And she totally reaches into one of her pockets and pulls out a flask and takes a swig and kind of slides the flask in your guys' general direction, since obviously you're not taking your helmet off to have a drink. And she says,
I'm sure there's got to be a liquid tube that you can, like, I mean, even our gas masks in the military, we had a tube to drink out of a canteen. I was
going to say, you're going to put your sippy straw inside the flask and take a draw.
Yeah, because you got to drink in those things. So don't necessarily have to eat as much, but you got to drink. So.
And she basically says, "I'll go get the credits if you want one of your crew to go get the canisters."
Yeah.
Cal, that would be an excellent job for a Wookiee to do.
Look back at Cal.
Especially since I need to stay and sign the deal.
Oh no, she admits she was kidding about the whole taking your helmet off thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That was just her joshing.
So, if you don't mind, my friend.
I will do that.
Yeah, I should probably go help him then.
As she winks at you and says, "Smart man, always be polite to your Wookiee."
Of course.
I had a cousin once that wasn't polite to Wookiees. He had to walk around with 2 cybernetic arms afterwards.
Yeah, it's not a good scene.
I know that
He's
the
got a
saying
pretty
goes,
good
"Let the
temperament, though.
Wookiee win," but they win in the end.
Indeed.
So, did you want those in Republic credits, Hut credits, or Imperial credits?
We'll take Hut credits.
Hut credits? Okay. Huttese is my second favorite language. It sounds way better when you've been drinking. And she basically starts slowly walking off. You notice she kind of looks back to see your 2 crewmates, make sure they're getting further distance than she is. You totally sense the stall tactic that she doesn't want to come out with the credits until the product is there.
Right. I completely understand that. All right.
So as you're sitting there in that reclining chair.
Well, no, I will stand up at this point.
Okay, so you're standing up in that reclining chair. Give me a perception or vigilance check.
Yep. Here it comes. All right. Are we ready?
Yep. Ooh, 2 thread is the sweat inside your helmet. But with that success, you're kind of bored, waiting, looking around, and clearly on their ship, the cockpit is clearly within view with its nice big windows.
Yep.
And as you gaze your eyes up to the cockpit, you see a familiar blue face, totally putting on the headphones that look like the communication headphones. And some conversation being had by the blue-faced gentleman and the radio on the ship.
Okay.
And
lightsaber is a lightsaber. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a Sith lightsaber, right? I mean,
they're color coded for your convenience, though.
Well, once you light them up, yes, they are. But
so, where were you hiding your lightsaber, by the way?
It would be towards the back.
He was checking your ass out in that armor. That's what it was.
Apparently.
Okay.
That armor does show your ass, man.
So, do you guys pretty much go straight there, grab the stuff, and come back, or do you lollygag, or?
I hope not.
Nope, going straight there and coming back.
Okay, yeah, so Kopesh sees the...
Just because I ask nicely doesn't mean take your time.
So you guys, quick screen swipe, moments have passed as you guys are coming back with the container.
While we're loading it, I'm telling BT and Sin to have the ship ready to go in case things get hot, because that Jedi spooked me a little bit too.
Yes.
Yeah. Or be on the ready to respond.
Yep.
Grix is totally miming
Jedi.
Okay, so you guys, are you prepping the ship? I mean,
well, as best as we can, yeah.
Are you covertly prepping, or are you just straight up, let's warm the engines up?
We're just walking around making sure everything's ready to go.
Okay.
Nothing to see here.
So
everything's fine.
Cal's, of course, I'm assuming carrying the 4-pack, and Grix is carrying the single extra tank.
Sure.
As you guys come walking up, conveniently, she timed her return trip. She's like a champ at the meander. As she comes walking down the gangplank, you hear her boots clinking as you guys, come up. And are you putting the tanks down anywhere particular?
We'll bring them right into her cargo hold.
Okay, so she looks at you guys and she says, "Boy, you are the best help. If you'd like, you can put it right over there." And you see this already. There's a stack of about 60 other tanks up against the cargo area.
Mm-hmm.
As she gladly comes walking down with a little lockbox, that she opens up and parcels out the hut credits for you. And she just, gives you another handshake saying, "It was great doing business with you. I would have
my pleasure.
Had my husband come out, but apparently he's in the cockpit talking with our friend Carr."
Oh, well, at least he's up. I mean, this is the best time of the day to be up and out.
And she just "I don't know how you do it in that armor. I would shrink the size of a Jawa if I wore anything like that in this kind of heat."
It actually has some climate control inside. It's not too bad.
And she totally does the whole, maybe that's something I should think about. And then she, slides the credits your direction.
All right.
I put down my can of Bacta.
Okay, you guys hear the airlock, open from the cockpit as you guys are putting your stuff down, and you hear
grab the credits.
Approaching sound of boots as Cal and Grix turn around and see the Jedis kind of coming towards you guys. Give me one of you a vigilance check.
Cal, what's your vigilance? Mine's 1 yellow, 1 green.
I've got 2 green, so you're better.
Yeah, I got 1 yellow, 1 green, so.
I'll give you a boost if Cal's being all conspicuous and looking, as a Wookiee should.
All right, who's rolling it?
That sounds like you.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if you want the yellow, if you just want 2 green, totally let Cal do it. you notice as he's halfway across the cargo hold, so you got some distance between you, but you notice that his hand keeps twitching towards his belt in the general direction of his lightsaber. As he totally does that whole cop style left hand in the air to look at this hand as he says, "My friends, so I had one more question before you leave."
I start making my way toward the exit. You'll need to talk to the boss.
What about you, Cal?
Same. I'm not doing anything. Not going to react to somebody being jumpy.
Okay, so you guys, you come walking down the gangplank, and he's.
I will totally give Kopesh that eye of, this is going to be ugly.
Eye of the Kopesh. So you guys, you're pretty much walking right towards Kopesh, so we could totally see this is the distance between you guys, since he's about a good dozen steps behind you, and he's proceeding to basically keep pace with you. He doesn't run out, he just walks by and says, "Friends, can I have some words before you guys go and take your credits and spend them all in one place?" And he smiles, a little half-hearted smile there.
As I've picked up the credits, I kind of stash them and look over to them coming and the Jedi hollering.
Stick them in your fanny pack. So, what do you guys do? And more importantly,
I'll walk a little bit further and then turn around and say loudly, "Boss, do you want me to head back to the ship while you take care of this business?"
And Grix, what are your surface thoughts right now? Since the Jedi said, I have some questions for you. What were the thoughts as you were walking to Kopesh?
Let's see. My thoughts were, that son of a bitch is bowing up on me. I'm going to get out of here.
So, Kopesh, did you have any orders for Grix?
No, I can just be like, sure, you guys, go ahead and start back. I'm like, Master Jedi, I'm sorry, Car, what can we help you with?
I just had some more questions for you and your friends.
Sure.
Uh,
They've got some stuff to take
Cal,
care of back at the ship, though.
Cal, are you moving? Because I'm starting to walk away.
Grix is like, come on, Cal, come on, here, boy. And he looks at them kind of. Now, are you guys walking casual or are you guys hustling?
Somewhere in between, but a little bit more towards casual. This is we're not trying to run away.
It's casual with a purpose.
Bingo.
We got somewhere to be.
Boss told us to go get some work done. We need to go get some work done.
Can I get a deception check from one of the two of you?
No.
I'm guessing I'm not one of the two of them.
It's the two guys that are nicely running away, but trying not to look like they're running away. As they're
You got what?
2 green.
Same.
All right.
Jedis tend to kind of unnerve the average person. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
I mean, people lose arms around Jedis.
I'll roll this one since you took the last one.
Oh, look at Cal taking one for the team.
I'm gonna, I'll take the blame or credit.
Even Kopesh is looking at the two of them, and you're just like, it's conspicuous as shit the way they're doing this little half jog, half walk thing. The Wookiee even did this awkward shrug running in the opposite direction. And take a point of strain there, Cal. As the Jedi totally looks you straight in the face, Kopesh. And he's
straight in the mask.
He's walking right up to you.
Okay.
And for one, I would like to know where you secured such a beautiful ship.
It was a trade.
If you wouldn't mind me asking, where did you get it from?
The buyer or the seller, sorry.
The buyer.
Was kind of on the down low. I mean, we do business in several quadrants, and some of them don't necessarily want to disclose everything, but it was definitely a great find.
You don't say. And he kind of gives, the nice big smile. And what are your surface thoughts, by
the way? Probably pretty much nothing, because I'm kind of that deceptive type person. I would think there would be a level of being able to, with the Force.
How about you're a nosy little prick, aren't you? I mean, come on. It's like
kind of keep the thoughts kind of like just like in the moment of this conversation.
Okay. And he gets kind of steps up close to you and kind of leans over looking at your compatriots as they're walking back towards the ship. It's kind of hilarious looking. You totally want to turn around and look at yourself. And he kind of whispers to not be heard back at the ship, but whispers and said, If you're on a secret mission, let me know.
It wouldn't be secret.
Right? I feel like tricks.
And he kind of pats your shoulder like, frat boy style.
Again,
I think he's missing the concept of secret.
it's like, well, we're here for some
On a
supplies
diplomatic
for
mission.
a buyer. Again, not really kind of the business we do, not able to disclose full details. But we're just here, like everybody else, getting parts and supplies.
Apparently, Cal
How about
was so
yourself?
frozen with fright, he stopped moving.
What brings you to these parts and waiting with everybody?
And what is your current emotional state, by the way?
Stone cold.
Ready, but calm.
You're pretty calm, huh?
I mean, I'm ready and posed, but calm. But
Give me
ready
a
to
discipline check real quick.
ready to snap like a fine thread at the moment's notice.
That's the tension he's probably sensing.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right.
So what's your
Boss.
real emotions right now?
Just like I said, curious why he's asking so many questions.
Oh, you know why he's asking so many questions.
Well, I don't know that he saw my lightsaber. Right?
Yes.
I mean, so I'm just like, I know he's a Jedi, but
you're totally reaching for those Tic Tacs while driving drunk.
So just, yeah, I mean, definitely inquisitive why, what he's got on me that, or is thinking that he would be asking such amount of questions to just some stranger he just met.
As you have these quizzical thoughts, almost as if he's hearing those thoughts, he says,
Sure.
It's okay, brother. And he puts his right hand on your left shoulder and says, I saw your lightsaber. I mean, either you're a Jedi undercover or you're a Sith sneaking onto the planet.
I just kind
Silly rabbit.
of pull into him a little closer and go, you really think a Sith would come here to this planet?
And
that would be a ridiculous thing to do.
Ooh. And as you were tempting fate, I like it. I like it a lot. Give me your deception check.
Alrighty. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready now. I'm ready now.
Because I couldn't do anything for it, so.
Yep. This tense moment of y'all out of destiny points.
Ha-ha!
As you take 2 strain because you're feeling sweat trickle down your spine at this exact moment.
Yep.
As he proceeds to laugh and he says, so will you at least be on the planet a while?
Well, we hope to get off fairly soon. We were needing to make some space so we could unload supplies.
Good. Then you can join me at my quarters. We can have a drink and talk about what's going on back on at the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what's going on. I must get back to my ship and see how the crew's coming along. Like I said, we're already behind our schedule, so I'll see about making it over there. Which ship is that?
Oh, it's over there. I'll join you and then show you exactly where my quarters are. They have me stationed here planetside for the next year.
Oh, you're stuck here. All right. What master did you upset?
It's something like that.
So has Kopesh been broadcasting this to us over his comms?
I don't believe so. He didn't say he was. I was
No.
totally waiting for someone to say something along those lines.
Well,
No.
I mean,
Open channels being open channels.
Right. So, all right. Well, walk along.
And
And
he will
I'll-
gladly, he does the nice relaxed hands behind the back, holding his hands almost at at ease position, walking with you. And he says, "So when was the last time you were at the temple?"
It's been some time. I've been doing some kind of deep operations for Master so and so, and I throw out some obscure Jedi Master's name I've heard before.
Oh,
That would be along the like Shadow Master type technique.
Oh, I like how you're adding to it. You're making it deeper. Go ahead.
so are they walking towards the ship?
And I do radio. I say, pardon me, but I just gonna let the crew know I'm heading back now. So I say, yo, radio that we are heading back towards the ship now.
And as you make the obscure reference to a shadowy Jedi, give me a deception check. You have a blue dice, by the way, since he's not probing your thoughts and he's super trusting now.
All right.
And you have a destiny point. Just gonna throw that out there.
Got him eating out of my hands. We're gonna try to keep it going, even though that leaves us with nothing again.
Okay, so you guys are getting within bowcaster range of the ship, so it's nice and close. I got.
So it's safe to say that Cal and I are already in the ship, because the first thing I'm doing when I get inside that ship and I know that the Jedi's coming is I'm telling that Night Sister, you better get your ass in hiding.
Yeah, really.
The acolyte is running to the meditation chamber. She knows better than to disobey any of the crew.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a deception check with your upgrade there.
Yep.
As you mentioned a Jedi Master, and he kind of ponders for a second, trying to recall which one of 1,000 Jedi Knights you're talking about.
Exactly.
As he's totally like, oh, yes, actually, I that explains, and he gestures towards your ensemble. That explains much. Is there anything I should do to help your cover, friend?
Well, again, kind of wasn't expecting to run into a friend here, so yeah, just kind of keeping it on the down low. Like I said, some of the supplies and stuff for part of some of the deep ops. So, so not calling any big attention. Not everybody understands the type of ship and things like that. So.
And he's like, oh, say no more. And you see him like reach for his lightsaber and clicks it off his belt. And then he kind of, practically mocking you, puts his lightsaber right where yours is and kind of fluffs the robe around it. And he kind of winks at you as a like buddy joke. And he kind of gestures that, by the way, your lightsaber was showing.
Oh, well. Oops. Sorry. Thank you. And I kind of reach back to adjust.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more.
Say no more.
And
right.
You guys are casually walking up towards the ship. I mean.
Yep.
As he just looks at you and says, it's been a while since I've gotten to ride in one of these. They usually have such a smooth ride in hyperspace.
Yes. Yeah, they are pretty nice.
He thinks he's coming with us now.
Once we get things straightened up and cleaned up a bit, it's like I said, we've been kind of making a mess and things have been busy, so
I start making a mess.
Some of the crews, Wookiee hair everywhere. trying to keep this outfit hair free, let me tell you.
And he's like, Wookiee hair. It's been a long time since I've had to room with Master Zasha. I remember the Wookiee hair everywhere.
It's, they're great to have, but holy cow.
That the refresher's drain was always clogged.
Exactly.
So you guys are coming up to the ramp of your ship. I mean, anybody doing anything?
Yeah, after I've made a little bit of a mess, I'm grabbing my my rifle.
And are you hiding yourself in the cargo hole? You just standing there with your big ass gun?
No, I will totally yes, hide myself in the cargo hold, sure.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab my bowcaster and also hide.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna give you guys a blue dice because it is your area after all. Do you guys want to do one stealth roll or two stealth rolls?
Kopesh will hide, or not Kopesh, Cal will hide, relatively close to me so that I can apply my stealth to him as well.
So you're ridiculous.
I'm not bringing him on the ship.
What's that?
I'm saying I'm not bringing him on the ship, so why they have to make a
We're
roll to hide?
Well,
just in case.
They're getting themselves in a position if they have to shoot him on the loading ramp, they will.
Absolutely,
I get what they're talking about.
He's making it sound like he wants to come on board. I'm like, hell no.
I mean, by the way, Kopesh, he'll totally walk up the ramp with you. I mean,
No. I mean, I stop at the ramp to finish pleasantries and stuff and go again. Like I said, kind of disarray right now, and got some other crew that's resting. So I can look at making it to your ship once I take care of some business. So
Grix, go ahead and give me that stealth roll, by the way. I figured it would be, oh, damn. I was expecting like a ridiculous success.
So was I.
Look at how mediocre my roll was.
Look at how insane that purple and red dice came up as.
Mm-hmm.
So as Kopesh and Kar come walking up the ramp, Kopesh, you kind of look inside the ship and you totally see Cal at a little murder hole spot behind a blind of stuff. Anything you want
Grix
to do?
isn't on the ship.
and what did you want for those advantage and triumph, by the way?
It's not about hiding you.
That's not about successfully hiding you.
Considering that this guy showed up with a despair, I want that triumph to be that since he's kind of the security on this station and he's been posted here, he gets a call that he's needed somewhere else.
Ooh, I like that.
Nice.
That's a good one. I like that. So immediately, Kopesh, you look and you see Cal's got like a lamp head on his head for concealment, and you start to shake your head, and you can feel the itch where your lightsaber is, and you're like ready to just grab and attack this guy. The second you do, you hear he gets the toot 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 toot, and he just gives you the just one moment, and he has to answer, and he gets you overhear the clicks and clacks, and he just rolls his eyes at you and says, Kopesh, I just got a security call. Apparently there's some drunk.
Not Kopesh.
No, he looks well. Sorry, it's Kish, right?
Or does he call me Kopesh?
He does not call you Kopesh. He calls you by the name you gave him. Yes, he totally says there's apparently some spacers getting out of hand, and they're throwing my name around. So I have to postpone. But tomorrow morning you'll still be here?
Sure, I should be.
Okay.
That is my plan, unless something happens and I can get supplies sooner.
I'll have to take care of business now, but I'll be in the morning and we can go get that drink and talk about the temple.
The Force be with you.
And may the Force be with you.
Always.
And he turns off and does a little force enhanced run thing where he runs super fast.
So he's got enhance and sense. All right.
Yep. Hey, he's got the standard Jedi package.
Right.
That comes with a little move, a little enhance, a little influence, and a whole bunch of sense.
Yeah. So we would be fighting mirrors of each other then, because I got sense and enhance too.
as you totally are realizing that he's a pretty powerful Jedi, by the way. I mean, if you want to do a discipline check, I'll totally tell you.
Sure. What the heck?
Let me take your dice pool back to average.
I mean, what could go wrong?
I mean, come on, I'm not going to flip a dark side on that. Come on, I'm not that tricky. As you open yourself and flood him with the dark side.
Right?
Okay, I've got it for you.
All right. Jesus.
Ooh, as you,
hey, you're taking over my rolling.
In front of Grix and Cal, you kind of reach back and drop your lightsaber uncomfortably. As you totally sense that, by the way, he is a Strength 4 Jedi, by the way.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's Force rating 4.
Yeah, no, I ain't nowhere near that shit. I just got my one little pip.
As you kind of nonchalantly reach down and pick up your lightsaber that you just dropped, you look at Cal, who's in concealment, but smiles at you.
I was gonna say, I walk up, kind of storm up, shaking my head, looking right at him, like, really, dude?
Poor Cal. And then you see the big ass long barrel and Grix. Okay, so you have gotten onto the ship. The Jedi Master is definitely distracted by what he's supposed to be doing here on a daily basis. You managed to bluff him.
All right.
Let's get the
ship out of Dodge.
Right?
Okay, so you just like gonna abruptly take off without any assistance from ground control?
I'll let someone who's better at communicating talk to ground control while I'm getting the ship ready to take off.
I mean, Sin can totally, or are you driving?
I will, since I'm here and not going to get into combat, I will totally take on piloting duties.
Yep. And then if somebody wants to, well, shit, I'm the only talker, right? And that's only on deception. So, Jesus Christ.
Well, what are we trying to talk?
Just gotta let them know we need clearance. Things have come up, and we need to go ahead and leave.
Depart right away.
Depart as soon as possible.
We have to change
That's not deception. That's really what we want to do. We want to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Well, it's not deception. We want to get off. We need to leave as soon as possible within, hopefully, the next 15 minutes or so.
So is it streetwise? Is it?
I mean, it's just.
Is there on the radio and talking?
Yeah, it's.
Well, I would like to pick up the radio and talk.
Well, it's either charm, deception.
Okay, I can charm.
She's a Twi'lek, so she does get a rank in it.
She does get a bonus
automatically.
And I did happen to buy an extra one.
Haha.
What's your charm?
It's a rank of 2, and then I've got 2 yellow things and a green thing.
So 2 yellows.
The 2 yellows are the rank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well I've got 2 yellow things and a green thing.
So immediately you pick it up and you're just like, hey, we need permission to leave. And you get the clicks back that sound very abrupt, like, hey, you're disturbing me. But go ahead and give me your charm roll, as you practically hear them mention that there's a early departure fee.
Yep. But let's see how many despair I can get.
But then you're like, hey, it's okay.
Yep, there it is. I get threats on charm, y'all.
But you succeeded.
It's the exact same roll that we just had for Kopesh. So I told you, He's stealing my roles. This bullshit.
Well, in this
is
case,
my
you stole
bullshit.
my role.
Not his bullshit.
So the person you're speaking to is very charmed by your charming demeanor, but advises
Great.
that he needs the supervisor's authorization code to allow you to leave. And there
So-
is a 400 credit early departure fee for the
Sure.
price to get the supervisor to authorize this.
So we have we'll be happy to pay the 600 credits.
Yeah.
And the little insect guy's just chipping away. I'm so sorry. I wish you could stay on the planet longer so I could meet you in person and show you to my clutch mates. And just one moment while I get my supervisor on the line.
Sure, but we're happy to pay the 600 credits and go ahead and have this all cleared up.
Okay, so they basically ask you to transfer the funds.
The 600 credits?
You're adding extra credits. They'll gladly take the change. They're not thievy people. They will take the extra credits and just put it in the tip fund.
Okay, but without supervisor approval?
Well, it has to have the supervisor approval. That's
So
the that's going to be done for you as soon as the transfer of credits. Basically, you're just paying for expedited service. As you transfer, are you transferring the 400, or are you providing an extra 200 tip? They're confused when mammals always do this tip thing.
What is tipping? That's not our culture.
So I will explain, sure, I'll pay the 400 credits and we have 200 extra credits for your supervisor if you don't mind.
You get this confusing series of clicks, and then all of a sudden this dominating clack clack overrides it on a communications channel of someone else butting in the call. And basically it's the supervisor wanting to know the reason for your early exit. Which you can just repeat what you repeated to the first one.
Yeah, we just repeat. We've run into a bit of a situation, and we
personal
are
emergency.
Ready to depart. Yep.
I hope everything is okay on your emergency and that your clutch is safe. You have clearance. Please follow path that is being laid out for you currently. And all clicky clacks.
All right.
Great. And we clicky clack back at him.
Fire this ship up and get it the hell out.
Okay, so you're following the path. It's a rough path to get off the planet in a hurry, but it's a good path. So no checks or anything needed for that. So you guys go ripping off into orbit.
Yay.
Yep.
Okay, so about the time you guys get to the black, just as you get into space, you guys pick up on the general channel that Jedi Master Carr is searching to speak with Jedi ship such and such that you registered as. Over.
Oh, that's weird.
I will respond.
You will respond.
Yes, Master Carr. This is Groth.
How
can I assist you?
You seem to have departed the planet in a hurry. I just wanted to make sure that everything was okay and if I could provide any assistance.
We got
new development.
We had a development and received communique from a mutual friend and was requested to depart imminently. I do apologize and guarantee you we will have that drink.
Okay, go ahead and give me one last deception roll.
That button's not doing anything.
It's funny because I clicked it
I-
so quick, you were clicking right after.
Yeah, I was clicking on it, even though you couldn't see to make a point, but yeah. It's like, it's not doing anything.
It's on empty. It has no go juice. It does
All
now.
right. You ready?
Yep. Oh, wait. No. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make
Oh,
sure you had
darn.
the blue
I got to
there.
re-roll.
So you succeed in deceiving him with what would you like those 3 advantages for? You know, if Jedi Master Carr is an ally on this planet. I mean, you should totally be putting that down on your character sheet.
Sure. That'll work.
I just need to know what you'd like the advantage for before I tell you about the despair.
Yeah. Well. Trying to think. Taking a look.
Going over the list, checking it twice.
Yeah, gotta look at our resources. So let's see. So conveniently, we activated as we got just off planet the pseudo cloaking device, and that's working quite well for us.
Okay, so that's what your 3 advantages are for?
Sure.
Okay, and little did you know right before then, when the Jedi Master sent out an open communication on all frequencies to make sure he reached you, and you responded on an open frequency. A Sith listening station somewhere in the solar system identifies your ship as friendly with the Jedi. As his final words with you are, "May the Force be with you."
Yeah.
Yep. And click off.
Okay, and as you click off, do you give your astrogation expert the coordinates for the jump? I mean, you've been all secret about that shit.
Sure, wherever that's supposed to be.
It's a very obscure spot in the Sith Empire. So who's doing the astrogation check as he's giving you these bizarre coordinates that make no sense?
1, 2, 3, not it.
I believe that was me. Let me go back. I'm filling in my stuff here. Astrogation, I've got 1 yellow and a green.
And you have that galactic mapper,
but I
don't
have
you?
special shit.
Yeah. Tell me about that
special things. Let me go look at my special things.
I like your special shit.
I do too. I don't know how to use them, but I'm figuring it out. So
there definitely is a black dice involved if you have galactic mapper.
Okay, I've got shortcut. I don't know if that's a thing we need.
And what does that do?
During it's not a chase.
If I have 3 greens in astrogation, can I help her?
You can definitely help her because what's your astrogation, Golda?
I've got a yellow and a green.
Okay, so she would add a green to your roll as BT bounces back and forth.
Astrogation checks take half normal time. Remove 1 setback die per rank of Galaxy Mapper.
Yep, that's the one I was looking for.
I've got that guy, and I just took full throttle.
Okay, that's useful.
That was full throttle. I was supposed to take at the beginning of the session, but I had forgotten.
Yeah, that's if you do the Fast and Furious takeoffs.
Yeah, that's if I'm just trying to, haul ass. That's not what's happening though.
Okay,
so I have Galaxy Mapper 1 rank.
Perfect. So that does take the black dice off. So it's just against 3 purple. And your astromech friend is giving you a boost die. And Grix is totally flipping a light side point to give you an upgrade as well.
You said 3 purple, and I was like, we're at 1 yellow and 2 green. I'm not liking that. Let's up this a little bit.
That's totally even odds on your favor. Come on.
The odds are never in our favor.
Right.
The odds are technically in the favor of a wash. That's technically more often than not usually what happens.
Well, a wash is better than getting jacked.
Well, you want to succeed. You don't want to wash.
Right.
When going faster than
I'd like
light,
to
one wants
succeed.
success, not
Yes, you
wash.
have to succeed. A wash is a failure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how am I? Are my dice right?
Your dice are ready.
Oof.
Damn, that purple's on fire tonight.
Yep, the purples are being
Can you
mean to
take
us.
some away?
That purple's on fire.
What did you take away?
I took away the black
The
dice
one black.
for Galactic Mapper.
Oh. Okay.
Because the coordinates he's giving you is not a place in space. It's
Wait
like,
a minute.
What?
Shouldn't you have gotten an extra green for me?
She did. She rolls normally 2 dice. Now she's rolling 3 dice.
Oh, I thought you rolled. Okay.
She rolls a yellow and a green normally. So Kopesh gives you the coordinates, and you're just like, that's not a place. And he's like, trust in the Force, it's a place. And you guys work together. You scratch your heads, and you're like, okay, if that's where we're going. And you guys put in the coordinates, and you slide the dial to the coordinates, and you do get there pretty quick. What would you like for that one advantage? And there's totally a good suggestion there of identify convenient stopovers to resupply or conduct additional business if you want to stop short of that place.
Yeah, but like, if that is something that we need, is there something else you guys can think of that would be?
I say we stop.
In the name of love.
I mean, he is giving you coordinates
Before
to
I
the
blow
ascent of
up
Sith
this ship.
space, middle of nowhere. This is like some Black Ops shit that he's giving you.
Yeah, so wherever I would say the advantage just kind of ensures we land in a safe place that's not where we're supposed to land.
Yeah. A convenient stopover to resupply.
Okay, so you guys have the coordinates, but you guys pop out of hyperspace a little shy of your actual destination to stop and resupply then?
Yes.
Okay, so there is a Sith-held planet. It's basically a small moon where you can resupply. There's some shipyards there. Is there anything you want to do at this space truck stop besides, get off and fuel up?
Yes, Cal should switch over the credentials on our ship and completely scrub the registration that we had before.
Ooh, that's a hard thing to do. I mean, have you read the Smuggler's Book and how to do that permanently?
Hell no.
Yeah, it actually what we need to but we don't have any more hard points unless we were to whatchamacallit to reverse engineer for an extra spot, which would take time, but would be to get one of the multipath.
Lulu Dallas multipass.
Yeah, it turns the tag on the ship so you can flip channels.
Yeah, you can have alternate.
Because your ship's VIN number is actually hardcored into your engine signature. I mean, he could try to attempt it, but if anything bad happens, it happens to the engine of the ship.
Oh.
Yeah, in that case, it would be best if he just tries to reverse engineer the ship.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
Long term, I think I want to do that, and so we can actually, add the hard point and get that thing. But
yeah, right now I think
we need a shipyard in 6 months for me to take the ship apart and reverse engineer it.
Yeah, it's only Sith that hurt us. That's right.
Okay, so you guys stop and supply up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, then you get back on the ship and you finish the trip.
Yeah.
And you guys pop out of hyperspace with the coordinates that Kopesh gave you, and you're looking at this most beautiful purple nebula in front of you. And behind you, not like danger close or anything, but behind you, you see this beautiful event horizon of a black hole. You're just at, I wouldn't get any closer, let's put it that way. You're not in danger, but I wouldn't get any closer. And you guys are looking around at just the nothingness of space.
Yeah, it's beautiful. This
And
is why I want to go to space.
Everyone looks at Kopesh
Were we
like,
supposed to be meeting somebody here?
Who are we supposed to?
when you completed your mission, Kopesh, you were supposed to go to these coordinates.
Okay.
Well, we did.
Did you want to try to reach out to your benefactor?
We
No, I
one
think we should just
ping
hang here and have
only.
lunch and then just go. What do you guys think?
One ping only.
10-minute rule.
5-second rule. Get out.
Teacher's not here in that amount of time. We have the day off.
Exactly. If teacher doesn't show up within the first 10 minutes, adios.
Right. Like I said, could be hiding, so we'll do the submarine trick, one ping only.
Okay, so you're doing sensor sweep?
Yeah. Whoever has the computer skills.
Might as well use it because I got it. You ain't got none yourself.
This
somebody
wasn't
roll.
something that we did no, just a second. This wasn't computer skills. This was a Jedi reach out. Or not a Jedi, it's a Sith reach out. Are we supposed to be using our computer for this?
Well, he's saying hit the radar, basically. Fire up the radar and take an active scan of the area.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That's what he means by the submarine
skill?
ping. So that's
computer stop. Sorry. My Alexa, I said, I said the electronic device, and it started talking, asking questions. Like, shut up.
Jeff, what's your computers?
My computers is 2 yellow, 2 green.
Better than me. I can apparently pilot in space like very, very well, but I don't know how to use a computer.
Same here, hon.
That's all right.
So for computers, I have 2 yellow and a green.
That's pretty good.
Well, I am a droid.
I mean, that's practically your first language you learned. So go ahead.
Do you guys want me to roll computers?
But I'm 2 yellow, 2 green. I think, is that...
You have what?
I have 2 yellow and 2 green.
Yeah,
then I'll just help you.
Yeah.
Being a computer on wheels, he speaks better computer than you do.
So in this case, he doesn't need your help. He's alone at the science station.
He's
Roll the sensors.
Here we go.
Yeah, I tend to put in coding to make things blow up, so he tends to frown on using my assistance.
So you turn the sensor sweep on, and you go loud and proud with the radar sensor, and you do pick up that there's pretty much nothing here but a black hole. That's bad. Purple nebula, there's a lot of haze and static inside there, and you're just not picking up much in there. But for something in the nebula, like reflected your ping back at you, so you let a very large sonar signature, so to speak, to steal from the one ping principle.
Right.
So
and we do have, our ship does actually have long range sensors. So.
So you do know on the other side of the nebula, that purple nebula, there is something there obscured. You know for sure it's like a ship with life support or a station with life support, but you can't quite tell thanks to the nature of the nebula.
So did they give us like a, secret code word or channel to narrowband transmit on, or something to make contact, or?
Why, yes. The Sith Lord told you to let him know through the Force when you were there.
Well, then I will do that.
Okay, as he totally sits down and opens himself up to the Force with a discipline check.
Aye. By the way, just so I don't forget, quite a while back, shortly after the One Planet incident, that's my letter, by the way, I sent.
You sent a suck-ass memo.
So I kept forgetting to send it to you. So
The HoloNet was busy in holding up your message.
so that's my letter to Lord Sovat.
Aww. Look at you being on the up and up.
Right? Yeah, try to mend fences. All right. Skills. There we go. So what am I doing? Discipline. All right.
Discipline, yep. You're reaching out with just pure force power.
Let me know when it's ready.
Dun, 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 dun. It's totally ready.
Look at that.
So you reach out and you feel the cold, clammy presence of Darth Hakash. And what do you say to him when you feel the connection again?
Packages delivered.
As he says, yes.
And I made a new Jedi friend.
My new acolytes. I shall reward you and your team. Come to my station. Enter the nebula. You will find on visuals the station. You will see the entrance. Search your feelings. You know them to be true.
You know it to be true.
So when he
Roger,
kind
Roger.
of says that, you kind of realize that you missed your mark. And if you want to have somebody roll astrogation again, they totally can. Only it's a lot easier since you're here.
Yeah, and we pinged and went, oh,
So in that case, Sin, would you like to roll an average astrogation check?
Sure. And I still have that thing that lets me do better, hopefully.
Yep.
Okay, astrogation.
As you know, you say that, and she's just looking at the black holes warp on the astrogation charts. This
it's fine.
This
I blew up my
nebula
fucking
does
machine.
not exist. I mean, you are in blank space on the map, you know. Do you tell them to fly towards the nebula?
Yeah, fly by sight, man. It's like, see, right there where your sensor showed. Yeah, fly towards that.
Got it.
Okay, so you're flying towards the nebula?
Yep.
Give me a piloting check as you start to enter the purple nebula. Whatever it is, the controls kind of give you some gruff. Look at you rolling before I could add a dark side. Good job. As the ship kind of gives a slight shudder as you enter the edge of the nebula, and it feels like you're flying through snot. You know, it's just the controls are not very responsive. But after a small push through there, you clearly, you know, from what you saw on the computers, you know where the station in question is. But as soon as you start getting closer, you see this round-shaped station with like one giant viewport. We're talking like a viewport the size of your ship, made of all glass with like a dark red hue, so it looks like a black shape with a red iris and a purple field.
Nice.
Not creepy at all.
As you notice, it's got like spindly communication antennas that broke long ago. You can see the nebulas like destroyed the integrity of the outside of this station. And
I want one
this
of these.
place looks old and looks creepy as shit. And
Old and busted.
Kopesh, do you say you want one of these?
I mean, what a better hiding place, right? Like in the middle
Well,
of the
hell
nebula.
yeah. You know, I mean,
and to creep the crew out even more, your acolyte comes over and kind of like does that whole holds onto your chest, you know, with her hand. She holds you because she feels a cold shiver, and she says, "My lord, my master, do you feel that?" And you do sense this beautiful, cool darkness kind of wash over you. Yes, this is totally a dark virgins in the force, and you can get some free juice.
Yes. I tell her there are the force is strong here, and feel free to draw upon that power. It will strengthen you.
And the
Only
rest
for
of
me to beat you down.
and the rest of y'all like kooky religion. And immediately the docking station lights up with some red lights that you obviously see, and I take it you're going to fly towards them.
Yep.
Okay, so give me one piloting check as you're going to the dock with the station in a pool of snot. And he's quick to roll that. I like it.
He's like, boom.
As he's like, I don't like this. This is bad. Okay, so
I don't want you rolling that there or flipping that there point, and I don't want to waste one. So
there's no such thing as wasting one. The only wasted one is when you don't roll. When I say
Right.
that's a good place to wrap it up there. As you guys dock and you feel this very, very heavy presence here, and it's not just the snot nebula.
Excuse me.
There's the snot. See, it makes you sneeze.
there it is.
Right.
It draws the snot from you. It's how it gets its size. And you guys have 15 experience because you completed the mission successfully. You managed to pull that shit off without anyone being suspicious of the tainted Bacta.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but now this gives us sabotage, right?
It does, in fact, give you duty for sabotage. So if you have sabotage as your duty, you just earned 5 duty.
Okay. So that was 10 points.
That's the
15
first
15
duty
experience
I've
Five.
earned.
and
15.
5 duty.
Okay.
15 and 5?
15 and 5.
Okay.
Now, of
And-
course, the question is Kopesh going to want to stick around to get some mentor discount on force powers?
I might.
Is Kopesh wanting to have his acolytes stay behind or go with? And are you guys needing a job on the station? Or are you doing everything off screen and then starting the next mission?
How much did we get paid for this mission?
You got 320 HUT credits. I'm
Each?
giving. I don't know what we were being paid
There
for the
was
mission.
never a price listed because we went through the GM, not through Kopesh.
Kopesh did this in regard for the temptation to the dark side of the Force.
Oh, okay. So this was just for the good graces of the Sith.
This was a
But
gratis.
you got 300. You got 320 HUT credits.
I like how Kopesh was quick to remind me about those HUT credits.
I mean, I could have just kept it, but so
I remembered them.
you got. It comes out to 320 each.
I wrote it down.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
what, the acolyte doesn't get a cut? She gets
She's
room
an
and board, I
acolyte.
know.
Yes, she gets acolyte. She gets room, board, and training, and whatever else I decide to pay her.
Where do I put HUD credits?
You can just
Under
put
your
credits.
character info.
Yeah.
They're universally accepted. And I think poor Kelly's having an allergy reaction.
I am, apparently.
She's allergic to the
all right.
dark side of the Force.
Yeah, right. Okay, good night, guys.
So I
Good
will
night.
totally hit you guys up on the Facebook chat for those questions of whether you want to drop off your acolyte or keep her on board. And do you guys just want to cut to the next mission? Or do you want to do something on the station? Because there's totally something you can do on the station while Kopesh is talking to his boss and or gets a mission from this guy. And if you want Kopesh, you would get mentor bonus from learning Force stuff from this guy.
Okay.
Which means half price Force powers.
Yeah.
Dude, this is your chance. Cash in on that shit.
I know. I got 30 XP right now, so
that means you buy the little power of every category.
Yeah, but I also need to move towards that frickin' dedication.
Well, that's only for the really good stuff. At least get the cheap stuff. At least get your toe in the water.
Right?
Oh, I can do it right there. Oof.
I will have to look at that because that's definitely pretty huge.
As Kopesh is totally like, I totally need a place like this. Come on, guys, we need to get a place like this. Only not so scary.
Yeah. But I mean,
Well,
hiding in a nebula?
all we have to do
Hell.
is take out the boss, and you've got a place like this.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's up there a ways, kind of like having to have fought that Jedi car dude.
That guy car would have been easy compared to this guy.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, this guy's got such great force powers. He knew
Right, later.
Just by you guys just by you guys giving this tainted back to there, it would go to the intended target. Just by using prognostication.
Yeah.
Or the fact that 20 years from now, that last tainted tank will be let loose and kill a bunch of younglings. Freaking Sith and their long distance plans.
Right? How sinister.
Wow. And yes, this totally is one of those old-fashioned Sith Empire observation stations.
Oh, nice. Heroic fortitude. The character may spend 1 destiny point to ignore the effects of ongoing critical injuries on any brawn or agility-related checks until the end of the encounter.
That's totally where you just say, no, I am the most agile sniper, and I can fight through the pain.
Yep. I'll take that. I mean, I need to take it anyway, but...
It's just too good not to take.
It's on my way to that next dedication, and then I go across from it to toughen so I can get up to Armor Master improved.
Yeah, I really hate spending 20 points on Codebreaker, which does me absolutely no freaking good.
That's a lot of points going to something that doesn't give a lot of payoff.
No, because I don't have the skills for Codebreaker, but, for that kind of stuff, because that's an intel check, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But to get down to force rating, I got to spend 20 there, then 25 on anatomy lesson, which actually is not bad. After making a successful attack, you may spend 1 destiny point to add damage equal to intellect to 1 hit, which actually
that is a pretty good one.
It's only a few points, but my intellect's not that good, but it's still something.
Oh,
it's 2
not
points.
That good. That's 2 more unsoakable points. That's freaking damn
it's
good.
2 points. I mean, cunning would have been better. That would have been 4 points, but
and now
and then 20. And then 25 to finally get my second force rating freaking, so I can really use force powers a little better.
That way you can totally dedicate one and still play with the other.
Yes. Because it doesn't really behoove me to go too deep in most force things, because I don't have enough force power to do much with it. So yes, but suppress might be handy to put some points in.
Suppress is a good one, I'm just saying.
So when I run into these Jedi fools,
you can shut that shit down. You're like, look at how dependent you are on the Force with all those Force dice. I'm gonna make that useless right now. You don't need those Force powers.
So -5 on basic powers. So that means, wait. So like looking at suppress, it's 10 for suppress. So that would be 5 points. But then strength, duration, and range are all 5 points each.
So it would just be 3 points.
Well, it says -5 on basic with mentor. Oh, on basic power.
Yeah, on basic power.
So it doesn't give you a discount on the subsequent upgrades.
Yeah, all that is your actual dedication pushed into learning it. So, but at least you can buy all the powers at their base level for super cheap.
So, Jim, I have an interesting question, which would steer me down my next, even though I'm a little ways away, my next specialization. So on the Vanguard tree, down at the bottom, you get Seize the Initiative. Once per session, as a maneuver, may make a hard athletics check. On success, other PCs may take their turns immediately. So my question is, I also have Quick Fix. Once per game session, the character can choose to make one skill check using agility rather than the characteristic linked to that skill. Could I then make my athletics check for Seize the Initiative as an agility check instead of a brawn check?
Yeah, you totally could.
Oh, heck yeah. 6 screen roll to get everybody to go on the highest initiative.
Everybody go first.
Yep.
That's literally you grabbing people and throwing them into action.
Nice.
Okay, so that's making Vanguard look very promising.
Hey, Vanguard is a really good one.
Vanguard, and there was one other tree I was looking at here in the Forged in Battle book. It wasn't Trailblazer, so it must have been heavy. It might have been Trailblazer, though. I'd have to go and reread it. I just don't remember. Oh yeah, Trailblazer actually has stuff like dodge in it. Prey on the weak.
And don't forget, when you buy a new specialization, the bonus skills do become career skills for you as well, by the way.
Yeah.
So definitely don't forget to check those boxes when you buy that, because that way it opens up cheaper buying of skills too.
Yeah, anything you don't already have that overlaps or what. Yep.
Because like
I made
Vanguard,
sure of that
you
when
get
I did.
Suppressing Fire, which is a huge one I'm a fan of.
Heal.
Yeah, that is.
I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my bounty hunter operator sheet, and can I take Galaxy Mapper, which is the one that's at the very top of my sheet all by its lonesome? Can I take that repeatedly, or do you only take it once because it's only listed once?
Just once.
Okay. You'd have to find it on another sheet to take it another time.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Is there a penalty for going from bounty hunter operator to bounty hunter martial artist? Or from going bounty hunter operator to career colonist?
If you want to buy a new career, it's basically if it's in the same family group, which it sounds like you are for bounty hunter, it's basically only 20 experience for you to buy another bounty hunter tree. If it's outside of your career, like say you wanted the smuggler, it would be 30 points.
Okay, so it takes 20 points to bounce to something new.
Yeah, and then and that's just for your second one. If you go for a third career, it's 10 plus that, so 40 or 30.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely always recommend getting at least 2 careers, because that's when you really get to open up what you can do. And if it's a universal tree, that's like the Jedi Exile, the Jedi Sensitive, Death Watch, a couple other ones. Those are only the 20 experience too, as if they were in your same career, because they're universal. Anyone can learn them.
Where are these listed in the talent tree?
Those are listed for the universal ones. Let me see if I can find you the link.
You haven't got Ogdudes yet?
I do.
Oh.
How do I find it?
Oh, if you got Ogdudes.
Does it say universal?
Yeah, it's universal. So if on the drop down that goes to universal, those are all cheaper to buy.
Within specialization, within career?
Within career, yeah.
Yeah, career.
Universal is not listed in careers in this thing. I've got technician and warrior.
No. It's specialization, purchase, and then select
show all specializations.
Yeah, show
universal. See page 292 of the Age of Rebellion for details.
Yeah, so that's specifically for force sensitive emergent. If you'd use that drop down, then you'll see you have Force Sensitive Exile, Force Sensitive Outcast, Recruit, Republic Navy Officer, so on and so forth. And each of those will have a different book and page number.
Yep.
And those universal ones are basically cheaper, just like if you were to go to the other bounty hunters. It's cheap just like that. So it's 20 points to get one of those.
I don't know. Mine are showing 30 for universals.
For me to go to universal, no, mine are showing as being XP cost is 20.
Yeah, do you already have two specializations?
You probably, or because remember it's plus 10 for every additional career you purchase.
I already got 2, so
yeah.
So 20. So yeah.
Yeah, mine. If I go to non-career specializations, some of these are 30. Oh, looks like they're all 30.
Yeah, anything that's outside of bounty hunter.
Yeah. So now you can, if you want to look more at the tree, you can select it, say purchase, look at it, and then you can remove it and then redo your XP as needed to rebuy what you want.
Yeah, my XP is already sitting at negative 250, and I don't know why. I don't know how to make my XP go
up. Go to description, and it'll say total credits, earned XP, hit award, type in what you're adding, and it will add to the current earned XP total.
Oh, okay. That'll make it fun.
But if you're trying to catch it up, remember you already have your starting XP, so this would be, the number there would be the additional earned on top of the 100. So
yeah, I just want to get myself to have the right number, because I'm at used XP is 355. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Man, that really sucks. Harm uses intelligent.
Oh
for
yeah.
the damage. That's only 2 points. I mean, it's unsoakable 2 points, which is still pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Plus
gang.
one
I think I'm gonna call it a night. Fun session, and hopefully we'll be able to jam again next Tuesday.
Yep.
Cool.
See you guys next week.
Yep.
Man, that could add up really quick. One conflict every time you use harm.
Yep. It's dark side shit, man. Vader choking people out all the time.
Yeah, that's like one conflict every time he did that shit. Like, holy cow.
Yeah, but when you're rolling a D10 at the end of the session, choking 3 or 4 people out's not a big deal.
True that. I kind of like Conjure, though. That one's kind of fun.
Conjure is nice. It really is.
Be able to conjure up weapons and shit.
It's a good multi-tool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Yeah. I'm heading off too.
All right. Night.
All right,
Good night.
bye.